Didier Domi alongside me tonight. One place to start. Was it over the line?
For me, it was over the line.
Yes. Yep.
It was over the line. It's really close, but we don't have the goal-line technology, by the way, which is a very good technology. It tells you straight away. Unfortunately for Cristiano, but you know, as, with our eyes, I can see the things that the ball is over the line, I think. And I can understand the frustration of Cristiano, because as he's moving after the ball, you know, he's straight on the line, so he can see clearly that it's over. So I can understand him.
Well, here's the angle. Here it is. Here we go. It's over. It's over. We might get a clearer angle here. Yep.
No, it looks over. Sometimes you have surprise, you know, maybe it can be centimeters, maybe the whole ball wasn't inside, but
this is
it looks over like this, yeah.
It's over the line. There,
yeah, it's
over the line.
Over. Yeah.
And of course, we must point out as well, the reason why there is no goal line technology is Ronaldo. He's had enough. He knows it was over. The reason why there is no goal line technology or VAR is because some stadiums cannot have that facility. But we're watching Portugal in Belgrade tonight, 2-0, and it has to be said, Didier, very comfortable.
Yeah, very comfortable. Sometimes you don't need too much chances, as we've seen in Holland, but 2 or 3, you know, and you need good deliveries, of course, you know, and that's why, you know, in the last third, you know, the technical abilities and of Bernardo Silva is always important, and of course, you know, you need good runs and in the box, and you've got those two, you know, him and Diogo Jota, and very, very efficient today, you know, they exploit the spaces that they have. They're not creative a lot, but still, you know, very accurate and precise in the last third. That's what they need, and it's a comfortable win at the moment.
Yeah, well, you see, Fernando Santos made the call. He's brought Diogo Jota in. He's been out for 3 months. He's just recently returned from injury, and it's his 2 goals that separate the 2 sides. He's had an extraordinary season despite the injury. 15 for club and country this season.
Yeah, and that's and look at the movement. He knows exactly where to. Just one step, you know, back, and then he knows it's gonna arrive in the second post, and he's just sense everything in the box. And he's a winger, but he's got the instinct of a number 9. You know, he knows exactly all the time where the ball's gonna end, and that's a really good quality that he's got in the box.
Brilliant ball there from Bernardo Silva. Milenkovic, I mean, we'll see him for the second goal as well, has not been able to get hold of him all night.
Of course, you know, you have to be really tight in the box, you know. The nearer you go in the box, the closest you have to go to the opponent, and he wasn't, you know.
But he's in front of him. Did he even jump? All he had to do was jump.
No, he had to jump, but fortunately, you know, he didn't, and the run of Diogo Jota was perfect for that.
I know, we give the credit for the delivery. And the commentator there was saying it was perhaps an own goal. Probably surprised himself that he actually went all the way to Jota.
You know, those balls are very difficult because look at the goalkeeper as well. There is so much curve that he doesn't know, you know, if he can go, you know, and the whip and the speed of the ball, the goalkeeper can't reach it. So it's a really good ball for Silva.
So that's 1-0. Jota, of course, scored the second. Similar situation, really. Got away from Milenkovic. Milenkovic in front of him for the first. Completely left him alone for the second.
Yeah, it's almost the same, you know. It's not the left-footed, it's the right-footed. But again, you know, you can see his run. He knows Cedric, he knows where it's going to end, so his movement is perfect again. And look at the defender, you know, there's so much space in the box, you know. This one is a real free header, you know, between 3 and 4 players. At that level, you know, they're going to punish you, Portugal. So, yeah, they should defend a little bit better, Serbia. And it's totally their fault on this one.
I think for Serbia, particularly obviously in this first half, the strikers have been starved to service, and defensively, as a former defender yourself, been very poor.
No, very poor, because you can see there's too much space between the defender, the duels. They're not here, they're not tough, they're not aggressive, they don't talk to each other, as well as no communication. You can see there's no leader as well. You can see there's no line, there's no with the center half, no communication between center half and center mid. So who's going to cover who? So because there wasn't too much people in the box when you see Portugal. The first one, Cristiano was out, Bernardo Silva was out, it was just Bruno Fernandes and Jota, and all of a sudden, it's the Portuguese all the time will get the ball first. So they defended really bad, the Serbian, at the moment.
I mean, I don't think Anthony Lopez, the Portugal goalkeeper, was tested in that first half. He was soon tested in that second half, though, because I don't know what Stojkovic said at half-time, but it certainly worked. A couple of changes, as you said. And Serbia right back in it, seconds after the whistle.
That was those runs, we were talking about, Radonjic. No defender like to run toward his goal, and that's why he's done all the second half. As soon as they get the ball, he just run down the channel, and he gets some balls, and you have to have the quality, the deliveries. And as I was saying to you, you see, Mitrovic, he's a beast in the box, and Fonte should have played the ball. He's standing still and asking for the foul, and there's no foul. It's just a proper duels, and you have to fight for it. Look, he's looking for he's standing still, so that's a goal, yeah.
Serbia's all-time leading goal scorer, 39 goals. And it wasn't long until it was 2-2 in the hour.
This one is a gem of a counter-attack, Aaron. Sorry, it's what we want is to play as vertical as you can, and just to get out of the pressure really quickly, and to play one touch when you can. And that's why Tadic done for Radonjic. Again, another run, just the penetration, and of course, the finishing is everybody's late, and yes, look, get out of the pressure. Just 1-2 touch. This one is the key one, just to put in trouble the defense, and the dribble and the run again. I saw Cancelo was in trouble a lot. We've seen him. He had to defend. He doesn't like to defend towards his goal. It's and he has a client, because we know Radonjic, he played in France, in Marseille. When he wants on this day, he's really good with his feet and with his runs. And Cancelo had a lot of problem on his left side today.
Yeah, so 2-2, you kind of felt that Serbia could actually win it, but then they were reduced to 10 men, and Milenkovic's night ended early. But was it a red card for you, did you?
I don't think so. When you see it from above like this, on this angle, and Danilo on the floor, you could feel maybe it was a red card. But when I see on a close angle, on this one, I didn't see this one. I think maybe...
Well, the ref's in a great position, isn't he?
I mean, maybe he took his ankle. So, it might be a straight red card. I saw this one. I didn't see the one before. He might have took his ankle. So,
I mean, when you look back at what we saw earlier as well, that Latvia incident, when he went right down the back of his ankle, and only got a yellow card for that on his Achilles, Yeah,
he's coming with full power as well. He's strong, and... No, I think maybe he took his ankle. So that's it should be a red card
behind his other leg.
Contact. Yeah.
So that was one talking point. The big talking point that all the back pages will be talking about, and no doubt we'll be having statements from UEFA and FIFA about this, was this moment here. Now, we must stress, of course, there's no goal line technology, no VAR used in these qualifiers. Portugal have scored a goal tonight that hasn't stood.
It's a bit strange. I'm always looking, where was the assistant, He was almost there, but I don't think he was clearly on the line, and that's why, and it's difficult as well, You've got the post, you're 50 yards away. Of course, with Stevie and Cristiano Ronaldo is closer, so he can see that is inside, and I think it's inside. It's over. It's over.
That's over.
No problem. That's over. So, but for the referees, with the pose, with everything, you should see that. But
you cannot blame the officials, because again, it goes back to the point. You only have one take. We had officials on the goal line not so long ago,
Yeah,
didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, so today no goal line technology with no assistant, next to the goal. So yeah, it can happen sometimes. It's it's the last minute, is away, is very far, and in 1 second, sometimes you cannot see. It's really tight, from far. So, but yeah, from TV you can see. I think it's over the line, and it was a goal for Portugal. Even though they conceded a lot of chances, even though people they will say no, they don't deserve on the second half. A game, they scored 2. They had this beautiful, deliveries for Cristiano. So it was over, and they should have won. Yeah.